So today I'm replacing the struts on my tent back there. So pretty much I got the tent used, and for some reason the old struts were just pretty blown out. I mean, I'll show you, like pretty much it's just, the tent's not very, I don't even know, it's not lifted enough, so the material kind of flaps around. So I already did the back, so I'll kind of show you what it looks like with proper struts. But I kind of went through the trials and tribulations already on how to replace the air struts, so I thought I might as well show anyone else who may have to replace the struts how to do so. So first and foremost, here's the back struts that are brand new. Look at that, super nice and tight on the canvas. That's not going to flap around at all compared to the fronts, which are not replaced yet. So there's that. See, so that versus that, noticeable difference. So without really thinking, the first attempt, I just tried to unbolt the strut from the bottom first and then the top, and that worked perfectly fine until it was time to reinstall. The strut was obviously a little longer than the mounting points down here, so I couldn't get the strut installed very easily. I tried taking this hinge off, which didn't help much, and then yeah, pretty much I had to go back and install this strut again, or this hinge again, and then take off the top, and then I was able to get that height that I needed. I could just straighten out that hinge down here. So I'll kind of show you what I mean by that. You're gonna need, I think it's a 10 mil. Yeah, so 2 10s, one for each side. It's a little tight space in here. So I'm propping it up with my head right now. Pretty much just push down and wiggle that thing out. Okay, be really careful here because this side's not supported by anything right now. And then pretty much you just take the bottom off and then the top off, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Cool. And little trick, do this one first on this side, because this piece in here, it kind of spins otherwise. So make sure this side's nice and tight, and then do this side first, and then you can follow up with doing the other side. So got that swung out, so that's unbolted. Next step was to unbolt this one. And then now time for the top of the strut. So pretty much you gotta pop this little piece off here. I just use like a flathead screwdriver. So hopefully this one comes off as easy as the others. There we go. They're like glued on for some reason. Kind of a weird design. There we go. So you're gonna need a really big screwdriver head for that. Me personally, I'm just gonna use a flathead. So this one works just fine for me, but a bigger one would be more adequate for this job. And then pretty much you use, I think it's a 14 mil for this side. So you just unbolt that. Super simple. Okay, and just like that, got the strut out. So I'm throwing all my old struts over here. Be careful, they're a little dirty. I kind of got my bed sheet a little dirty wrenching on this thing. But yeah, and it's kind of nice. The side area right here I kind of use to just keep all my ducks in order. So here's all the pieces that you need for the strut to reinstall. So I forgot to film installing this top portion here, but pretty much it's just the exact opposite of what we did to take it off. And pretty much I'll show you why you have to unbolt this section here, because otherwise you can't straighten out this hinge completely, and this bottom portion won't be able to bolt into here otherwise. All right, and the last step here is just to reinstall this top part of the strut, or the joint here. So you just gotta kind of like, there we go. This is the hard part. You don't have to push on it. Jeez. Oh, thank God. So, yep, that's that. That does it. It's probably the hardest part of the job right there. And there we go. That is the installation of one strut on an Autohome Airtop tent. Well, there she is. It's like night and day difference. Check this out. Super, super sturdy now. So I'm very pleased with this result. Didn't take very long to get the struts in. It took me about an hour with all the trials and tribulations, so not too shabby.